Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Megan. This yoga class is for your 36th week of pregnancy and is part of a yoga series where I guide you week by week through your pregnancy journey. Affirmation for this week is I choose to enjoy the last few weeks of pregnancy. So I know at this stage in the game, we might be getting quite uncomfortable. We might be experiencing various different aches and pains going on in our bodies. We're large, we might not be sleeping very well. And for those of us who have had maybe a more difficult pregnancy and now we're in the home stretch, we might be just ready to meet our baby already and ready to be done being pregnant. Other of us might have enjoyed every step of the way, and a lot of us might be in the middle somewhere. But we are in the home stretch. We're going to meet our babies so soon. So I think it's helpful to remind ourselves we really only have a few more weeks of this. Let's try to slow down and be present and enjoy these last few weeks of being pregnant. Doesn't mean we're going to enjoy every moment. Of course, there's unpleasantries and moments of not feeling good, but just taking a moment to pause and remind ourselves of the magic that's going on inside of us, that our baby is inside of us right now. In a few weeks, he or she will be on the other side and we'll be holding them, um, tuning back into that magic. That's what this week is about. And just trying to find moments of enjoyment, right? Doesn't mean we're going to enjoy every moment, but we really only have a few more weeks. And it's been such an incredible journey. So let's celebrate that. Grab your mat, grab any props, and we'll get started. Let's start in a comfortable seated position. Take your time getting there as always, using any props that feel good to you. And we'll settle right in today, settling into the mat, softening the eyes or closing the eyes. And then let's bring our hands to our sweet belly, to our sweet baby. Maybe picturing what baby is doing inside of us right now. And knowing that just so soon you'll be holding baby in your arms on the other side of your belly as she makes her transition earthside. Taking a moment to reflect on the journey, picturing, gosh, what, 30 weeks ago, our baby just the size of like a small seed, and now pretty much a full grown baby, just how much they have grown, how much we've grown alongside them, and really just how special it is. Truly magical. Let's take a moment to give some gratitude to our bodies for all the hard work they're doing to support us and to support baby. Really just doing it all without us even needing to instruct it to do so. It just knows what to do. As you breathe, you might feel belly pressing into the hands on the inhale. Maybe you even feel baby moving a little bit. And exhale, just relaxing into this present moment, feeling the earth support you beneath you. Maybe feeling some relaxation through the shoulders as you let them just drop down away from the ears. Is there anywhere in the body that we can soften? Few more deep breaths here. Maybe thinking to ourselves, as excited as we are to hold baby, to have baby on the other side in our arms, just enjoying the closeness of right now. Our babies are never going to be closer to us than they are right now. We have created their first home. Gently blink the eyes open. I'm going to remove what I'm sitting on, but you can certainly stay on it. At this stage, everything feels different for different people. So you might want to use more props. You might have to shift positions. You might be doing something completely different than I'm instructing you in, and that's okay. You're here breathing with me. We're moving with intention, with breath, and that's what it's about. So from whatever seated position is comfortable for you, let's inhale our arms up, gaze might follow. And we're just gonna start reaching side to side. So nice lateral stretching. We've done versions of this before, just reaching side to side. So left arm reaches towards the right, right arm reaches towards the left, and we're stretching out the side body, which has just been one of my favorite stretches throughout pregnancy as we lose room in the front to really create that space on the sides has just been so nice. So reaching side to side, almost like we're reaching for an apple from a tree. Few more times. And then flowing all the way over towards the right, stretching left arm towards the right, right hand can come down towards the mat. Gazing up towards left elbow, we might be more familiar with this posture. Rooting left hip down and just breathing into the left side of the body. Coming through center, other side. And then coming back through center, hands on the knees. Let's make some circles here. Moving 360 degrees, big or small, you lead the way. Just finding some gentle movement through the hips, through the back. So important to rest and listen to our body and really find that relaxation in this stage, but also so important to find some gentle movement and move if you're able to and if it feels good to you, which, a little bit goes a long way. Reverse those circles if you haven't already. And then let's stretch the legs out in front of us. Windshield wiper the feet. And point and flex the feet. So just getting some movement through the toes, through the ankles, a little bit of a stretch through the calf. And then we'll bring left leg in so the foot is towards the right knee or right thigh. And then we'll just take a little bit of a walk forward with the hands to feel a little bit of a stretch in the low back and behind right leg. Coming back to the breath, maybe closing your eyes. I always find that helpful just to bring me back to the present and tune into the posture. So we're less focused on what it looks like, but just tuning into those sensations and not overdoing it, just going till we feel a little something and then breathing there. Let's bring right leg in, left leg out as we switch. Walking the hands forward and breathing. And then let's bring left foot to meet right foot. So the soles of the feet are together, knees wide. We find our little Baddha Konasana, or I like to call butterfly pose. Let's flap our wings a little bit here. And then let's plant our hands on the mat in front of us and just find a little sway side to side, maybe front and back as well, finding some weight shifting. Nice, easy, gentle movement. As we flow through the practice, and as you're going throughout your day as well, just noticing if you're holding on to tension anywhere in the body, whether that be down lower or even our face and our jaw, our shoulders, and seeing if we can breathe and just let go of some of that tension. That's going to help us in labor and delivery. Let go of the tension to let our body open up. Let's flow onto hands and knees, tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Knees might widen a little bit. That might feel good for us. And we're going to shift forward and back. So we've done this before. Shifting forward and back. And then if you want to add some circles, that might feel good as well. So making some circles with the hips. Keeping the breath nice and steady. And then reversing those circles if you were making them. All right, coming back to center. Let's bring that left foot to the left side of our hands. So outside left hand, and bend and straighten through left leg. And hands can come to blocks. I've been using my blocks a lot these last few weeks just to bring the earth a little closer to me, make a little more room for belly. And then with left knee over left ankle, pausing here, finding some strength through the left foot. Inhale, arms up, or the whole left leg, I should say, rather. And then let's bring the hands behind our head as we open the heart to the sky. Nice chest opener here. One more deep breath. Hands come down to the floor or blocks. Left foot back, right foot forward. And we bend and straighten. And then next time the knee is over the ankle, we'll pause here, grounding down through right foot, inhaling the arms up overhead, hands behind the head, open the heart towards the ceiling. Hands come back down, right knee meets left. I'm going to move my blocks out of the way for a moment. Let's curl the toes under and come into a downward facing dog. If that feels good, if not, you'll find your child's pose or you can stay in that tabletop position. And actually, I'm going to bring my blocks back. What was I thinking? I've been using my blocks in downward dog as well. Taking a deep cleansing breath here. Maybe pedaling through the feet. And then gazing towards the top of the mat, slowly walking feet up towards the top of the mat. Nice wide stance. Generous bend to the knees as we slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to come up. And we'll loop the shoulders back. So standing at the top of our mat, roll the shoulders back. We'll find a little flow here. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands down to maybe the mat, but probably more likely some props to find a little lift. As you inhale, find some length through the spine. Exhale, fold once again. And inhale, sweep the arms up. Hands to the heart. We'll do that twice more. Following your own breath, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Keep the knees bent and the stance wide. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. And hands to the heart. One more time if it feels good. Follow your own breath, your own pace. And then finding a prop, perhaps to stack on the floor, make a little seat for ourselves. We're going to come into our squat. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending the knees, bringing the seat to a block, 2 blocks, a pillow, whatever you have handy. And hands at heart center or hands at baby. Letting the breath slow down a little bit. Being grateful for our bodies for still being able to move and find this gentle movement. Just so helpful, mind, body, spirit, keep us healthy. Taking a moment here, maybe closing the eyes, letting the breath slow down, being grateful that our bodies can still move with the breath this way. So good for us mentally, physically, spiritually. And then you can stay here, or we can come back down to the seated position that we started in. Taking our time. Like, don't gotta tell me twice. I have to take my time. So settling into a seated position, maybe rolling the shoulders back a few times, maybe making a few circles with the neck. So just taking some time to do what feels good for you, slowing the practice down. And then bringing the head back to neutral, softening the eyes or closing the eyes. Hands will come back to our belly. So ending where we began, reconnecting with the breath, reconnecting with baby. Maybe noticing if the body feels lighter in any areas. And maybe noticing too, we might still have those aches and pains talking to us. Breathing into those spots, sending some love and breath there. Maybe taking a moment to reflect on what has been one of your favorite parts of pregnancy. So, regardless of the type of pregnancy we've had, some are harder than others for various different reasons, but there has to be a part that perhaps was a favorite for you. Maybe it was feeling your baby kick for the first time, maybe finding out if it's a boy or a girl, maybe telling a friend or family member and seeing their reaction. See if you can think of at least one thing. And then let's bring left hand to heart, right hand will stay on our belly. As you inhale, send some love to your baby. Exhale, feel your baby sending love right back to you. Inhale, sending love to baby. Exhale, baby sending love right back to you. And then hands will come to heart center. I invite you to repeat after me. I choose to enjoy the last few weeks of pregnancy. There are so many moments to celebrate. I am strong. I am capable. I am confident. You can blink the eyes open. That's it for today, mamas. I will see you next week for week 37 and have a beautiful day. Namaste.